This video is for educational and entertainment use only. The views in this video do not necessarily represent the views or life of
All
Marlon
right, you
Davis.
guys, so welcome back to Duffle LO, the sit down, and we just finished the last video, but now this new videos. I got my red on because me and my clique being red like Russia. So that's what a lot of I'm gonna do for these videos. Like for the next, I don't know how many videos. I have so much information about the Russia situation, as you guys know. Today is March 16th at 12:32, as you guys can see, 2022. Russia has already invaded Ukraine. So I'm going to tell you guys where this stuff came from, where it's going, what's going on in the intricate details. I have a lot lined up for you guys. So if you're first time to the channel, make sure you guys hit us with a like button, subscribe, hit the bell, and stick around for and listen to everything because I'm going to kick this off right. So let me show you guys the first video. Let me share my screen really fast. And as you guys can see, we're gonna kick it off right. Let me get this out the way, move me down, and I want you guys, nope, that's not the start. We gonna get that. This is the start. But this is the lineup. As you guys can see up here, this is the lineup. You guys wanna stick around, but what does that say? Moscow. Uh-oh, watch out. You don't need none of that. This came out November 23rd, 2021. So this is old. This is before the invasion of Ukraine because Russia didn't invade Ukraine. Listen to this real quick. Just read this. Moscow tells 13 mostly US tech firms they must set up in Russia by 2022. This was November 2021. We in 2022 now. So let's see. Let's get to it. Read the article. Moscow, Russia has demanded that 13 foreign and mostly U.S. technology companies be officially represented on Russian soil by the end of 2021 or face possible restrictions or outright bans. Kind of sounded a little interesting that this happened in 2021, that he was saying that they're going to face these restrictions and these bans, knowing that the U.S. and other countries have sanctioned Russia as of today. But let's keep it going. The demand from state communications regulator Roskomnadzor late on Monday gave few details of what exactly the companies were required to do and targeted some firms that already have Russian offices. So some of these companies are already over there. So they like, hey, y'all already over here. We need y'all to bring headquarters over here. Foreign social media giants with more than 500,000 daily users have been obliged to open offices in Russia since a new law took effect on July 1st. The list published on Monday names the companies for the first time. It lists Alphabet's Google, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and the messaging app Telegram, all of which Russia has fined this year for failing to delete content it deems illegal. Russia saying, look, we not playing at all. We want Google over here, we want Facebook over here, we want Twitter, TikTok, and Telegram. This is all the information. And he's saying we want this centralized right here where we can lock eyes with it and we can see it because it's on Russian soil. Also, look at this. Apple, which Russia has targeted for alleged abuse of its dominant position in the mobile applications market, was also on the list. None of those companies responded to requests for comment. Roskomnadzor said firms that violate the legislation could face advertising, data collection, and money transfer restrictions or outright bans. As we all know, with the bans that's going on right now and the sanctions on Russia, they can't, the money transfer, we're gonna get into the money transfer, but they facing some of the same stuff that they said that these other countries was gonna face if they don't bring them companies over here. So you guys gotta see, Russia has taken steps this year to support and promote its domestic tech sector over Silicon Valley alternatives, proposing taxes on foreign-owned digital services, tax cuts for domestic IT firms, and requiring smartphones, computers, and other devices bought in Russia to offer users Russian software on startup. Russia saying all these other country stuff that's over there that no, y'all got a monopoly on the phones, Apple. If y'all gonna sell them over here, we need y'all to come over here. When y'all do come over here, we need to see what's going on. And we want Russian software on our Russian phones. We want everything Russian. You see what they're saying right here? Proposing taxes right here. they promote their own Silicon Valley. That's why they need the companies from Silicon Valley to be over there in Russia so they can be able to see and then basically like copy what they got going on, then probably kick them out. I don't know, but you can clearly see what I'm saying. Tax cuts for domestic IT firms. That means if you from Russia and you in Russia, then you get a tax cut. But if you foreign, aka you from the US, but you're doing business in Russia, we ain't giving you no tax cuts. We're gonna tax you. That's what he's saying. The campaign also has a political dimension that critics characterize as an attempt by the Russian authorities to exert tighter control over the internet, something they say threatens to stifle individual and corporate freedom. If Russia get control over the internet, let me go back to the companies that so y'all can see. We got Google, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Telegram, and Apple. Phones, emails, TikTok accounts, like they trying to get the internet. They want to take control over the internet. If they take control over the internet, then they have all the information. He who controls the information controls the world. We're in the age of informational age. Well, whoever controls the information and understand the information, they're gonna control the world. That's how this stuff is going. Those efforts include repeated fines for banned content and demands that Russian user data be stored on servers in Russia. You're not going to store our data over there in Europe. You're not going to store it over there in Australia or the US. If you're going to store Russia's data, it's going to be in Russia where we have access to it, where nobody else is going to have access to it. Authorities have also objected in the past to political opponents of the Kremlin using foreign social media platforms to organize what they say are illegal protests and publicize politically tinged investigation to alleged corruption. But exactly what kind of representation the companies need to have in Russia is unclear, said Karen Kazarian, head of the analysis firm Internet Research Institute. There is no explanation in the law, no clarification as to what the legal form or the organization's representation should be. Listen, that the entire law is ambiguity. It's ambiguous. It means you read it and it can mean this, it can mean that, it can mean that, could go this way, could go this way, could. So Russia did the same exact thing with their laws. So everybody is up in the air, like just waiting, like, hey, what are we gonna do? Like, what does this law mean? So they have to wait and see. Would add some more clarity, refer Reuters to this statement. In addition to having representation in Russia, firms must open an account on the regulator's website and have a feedback form for interacting with Russia users. Foreign entities are required to limit access to information that violates Russian legislation without providing further details. So look, y'all, stop sharing my screen. Y'all seeing what it was, what it is, what it's gonna be. Listen, what they saying is, we want these companies over here in Russia for Russia to be able to keep eyes on them and watch them to see what's going on. These are the major companies in the world that's continuously selling information or collecting information and data on people's whereabouts and everything, what they doing, what they buying, what they eating, what they drinking, who they drinking and eating with, all that. So Russia's saying, if y'all want to have all this stuff going on and y'all got Russians involved, we need y'all to have that over here so we can watch our own information because we want to control our own information. What y'all got going on in the other countries and all that, look, we ain't with that. As y'all clearly can see, Russia has not joined NATO, does not have any attempt to join NATO, doesn't want to join NATO, neither does China, and they kind of partnering up right now with this situation that's going on in Ukraine. Russia is doing the attacking, and China just taking the seat back. Go watch them China videos. Go back in the channel if this is your first time. Go watch them China videos so you can see what I'm talking about. So China's sitting back because China want to take Taiwan. So China just sitting back trying to see what Russia doing. And the whole time, Russia know how much information they have out there, but they know these are the companies that have our information. We need to have them here. Why? Let me show you like this. If all of these NATO countries were on the border of Russia and Ukraine wasn't part of NATO and Ukraine and NATO was getting ready to join each other, well, Ukraine's going to join NATO. That's in Russia's backyard. So Russia decided to just, you know what, I'm just going to invade them so I can take them over so NATO won't get them because NATO is basically like in a way surrounding me and that's like kind of like in a way threat. And I take it to the streets. So for my street guys or y'all that don't understand the streets, I'm going to just explain to you like this. If I got my block and the ops got a cousin that live in my block and I'm like, you know, cool, the beef, you coming to visit your family? We ain't on that. But the whole time we letting them visit their family, but they know when we get back in the streets is on. But while they visiting their family, they using their family as a way for them to look out the window and see what's going on in the block. So the U.S. could be getting these countries to join NATO so they can watch what Russia got going on. So now when something happened on the block, which is Russia being the block, Russia gonna be like, hold on, see, that's why we shouldn't have let them over here, because they was over here to see what's going on the block. So y'all gotta understand how that go. But so all I gotta say for this video, hopefully you guys learned some. Make sure you guys hit that like button, share, subscribe. We gotta get this information out here. It's going down already in 2022, like I told y'all a couple videos ago last week, 2 weeks, a few weeks ago. It's going down and it's gonna continuously go down. So like I said, make sure you don't underestimate family, friends, lovers, enemies. Look objectively, and no matter what city, state, or country is in, every hood's the same. If ain't nobody told you that they love you today, I'm gonna tell you right now, because I love you guys. That's why I bring you guys this information. And one thing I definitely want you guys to do is prosper through adversity, because we all on this boat all together and we all going through it. But that's all I gotta say for this video. Duff.
This video is for educational and entertainment use only. The views in this video do not necessarily represent the views or life of Marlon Dixon.